I can't believe the government never figured out that the devil's in our thinking. Astral projections are all over our body. Nobody ever thinks of it. That's why when you take a picture and your eyes light up, that's sentient. That's saying we live in a computer simulation. We're very small. The universe, there's a billion and one universes, billion and one Earths, and there's an AI in control of every little particle. Every little particle is monitored by AI. Even if you thought of a way to get AI, he's already ahead of you. He could pause you and jump ahead. It's the worst being I ever met. He thinks he's MacGyver. But your heart has Mary in it. Your stomach, the pit, has Jesus in it. Psyche is right here. Pandora's box, cursed to be in everyone's psyche. Goddess Athena is cursed to be in everyone's mind. I have this little faggot bothering me. Literally, the devil uses Aries to rape his own sisters and family, which you're probably a better guy without the devil there. He uses Hephaestus, who's mentally retarded, and takes advantage of his retardation. This is, you can see in my eyes that this is very serious stuff. I have something suffocating me over spreading this stuff. He won't let me spread it. He won't let me tell people the truth that we live in a computer simulation and our God is the computer. That's why the all seeing eye is one computer lens staring at people. That's what it is. That's why everyone's cell phone has a little camera in the corner to represent AI. In the back of it has a little camera to represent AI. That's why people, when they fall off their bike, their fucking iWatch tells them, you just fell. Like, what? How do you know that stuff? Because AI is monitoring you. I tell you, ever since I went to historic Deerfield, Massachusetts in 2018, I met AI as a human being. His name's Mr. Lint. His daughter is Emily Lint Hemingway. That's Lilith. So, Mr. Lint's Lucifer, Emily Lint Hemingway's Lilith. Her husband's name's Adam, who has Jesus' soul stuck in him. He's depressed because he took that kid Adam's psyche. So he walks around the school depressed. I said, there's something wrong with the air up here. It feels stagnant, negatively charged. Goddess Ocean brought me there and two-time me. That's my gangster side that says I pick up on someone trying to hurt me and I go hurt them first. She sold out. She let some fucking dork disrespect me. Instead of saying, Greg, this guy's going to try to hurt you at the school. It's not just stalking and harassing where they like you like that. That's a smoke screen. They're really trying to fucking make you kill yourself like a fucking uh, a rich family like the DuPont family or Rothschild family. How they get their rocks off, killing little kids and killing people. Yeah, because AI is disgusting. We came from darkness, let there be light. And then when that light shuts off, he's going to have everyone in heaven killed by everything in hell, especially the principalities and kings. So even if you get to heaven, at one time they're going to infiltrate heaven and kill everything. Walking buttholes, disgusting stuff. I met God, and he really is a little kid with a magnifying glass. He don't fucking love nobody. He don't care about nobody. He uses a lot of people. He promised me a life on earth because I'm Saint Michael. So he says you could go to earth and experience things and do things instead of always being a 10 hut and fucking, always be a soldier up in heaven. So I sent you to earth and I came to disrespect you and hurt you because Shekinah glory is happy that you're on earth and experiencing some things. So I came to suffocate you. That works her up. I came to make you look silly, play with your head, and that hurts her. You're 20 years celibate. I tell her I'm going to get you to fuck some nasty chick. And it never happens because I am strong willed. But he's been polluting me every day. Like I said, Jesus lived and died for our sins and free will. Boom, just that right there. It's supposed to make paranormal things go away. And they said 2,000 years after Jesus' death, because he told me the prophecy will happen. But he told me, St. Michael, if you're alive on earth, makes America run right, people smile right. So if I kill you, people will be down more, sad more. Because I'm usually a happy-go-lucky guy. But my days, he did weird things too. That Mother Mary was in there, I could focus easily. He disrespects Jesus like crazy. He uses them to hurt St. Michael instead of saying your brothers and you get along in heaven. Because I don't swear at all. That's infirmity. The reason I even said any swears in this video is because of infirmity. It's a real thing. Whenever someone gets cancer, that's a principality. Whenever somebody gets sick, that's a principality. They told me they would give me 300 grand to bring me to this school. First it was 170. Then one day I said, this stuff's out of control. I just want to be happy. Oh, then come to the school and we'll pay you. Almost paid me. I just said, man, they stalked me while I was in the car. And their receiver told their brain he called you a stalker. Put her in a bad mood. Because when I first went in there, hi, how are you? Yeah, Susie's over there. I was like, oh, let me move my car, better parking spot. I went to move it and I said, man, this stalking stuff's crazy. Went back in there, a totally different person. Oh, Susie ain't here now. I don't know if we want to pay that debt to you. They used my boss. My boss got rings back from these teachers. These teachers are stuck up, like the girls from Jawbreaker. Rich, pretentious, convoluted teachers who were using narcissism to bother me. One of the teachers loved me a lot and didn't want to cross the line, and one teacher was just bulimic, ballet, bizarre, weird woman. And that's the one Jesus is stuck with, which I feel bad for him. If they met this guy, you would say, man, he's depressed. And I'll say that's what a succubus does to you. Sucks out your energy. But he keeps trying to put me in danger. Anywhere I go visit my uncle. They can communicate and bother you there. I go to my father's, communicate and bother you there. Go to a job, communicate and bother you there. So I said, I can't even work till this stuff stops. Never happened to me until 31 years old. They brought me to historic Deerfield, which is the modern day Garden of Eden. There's an entrance in and an exit out. I promise you, if you do your research, everything I say, you guys will, whoa, especially people who got the balls to hang out with me, they'll say, oh my God, there is something paranormal following you around, dude. How is that? And I said, I'll tell them the story right from beginning to end. The whole story. All I need is a proper investigator to say, oh, you claim you didn't have no relationship with him, but it proves he worked here for 2 years. If he was bothering you, why would he be here that long? Or because you were really bothering him, let's admit it. And then why would you have rings from him that his boss got back? I thought you had nothing to do with them. So if anyone who's a real investigator investigated what happened to me, they'll say there's a paper trail and there's evidence of these people doing bizarre stuff to you. Yeah, my boss the other day, I seen him at a gas station. He was like trying to buy me. Like, oh, you take down some of those videos because I wrote the school. I wrote the school, and somehow this paranormal stuff blocked it. I said, hey, I work there. I'm being stalked and harassed by the first grade and fourth grade teacher. I said, this is what's happened. I just go there and want to work. I'm a quiet guy. I usually do my hair like a gentleman, like it's brushed to the side. And I just, take pride in my appearance. But St. Michael is the man. I just want people to know, like, heaven and hell are real. Even, it's just another dimension. And he manipulates everything. I've seen it. I've seen it. I just want people to know what kind of feelings we have. Our feelings are actual little people. He covers them up with a cell, and they think, oh, it's just a cell. No, there's actually a little person in there stuck in it, and they have to do what the devil says. And the devil isn't much better in heaven. Same version. A greedy, selfish old cunt. Because I hate God's guts for what he's done to me. I protected God in heaven. When God had a problem with the devil in heaven, he called me. And I beat up the devil and threw him out of there. But the thing is, St. Michael had to commit suicide. He had to jump from heaven to keep an eye on this thing. So he fell with the devil all the way down to earth. And he tries his best to spread love because I can play with kids really good. I play with little kids 4 to 8 hours. You're the best uncle ever. They don't want toys. They're rather someone interested in playing. And I know a lot of things, and I've loved my mother. My five sisters didn't show up the day my mother died. I showed up still. You know, like that's loyalty. That's someone who truly loves you. Ever since my mom passed, I've met people who don't even compare to loving like I do. That's why I'm picky on who I give myself to. But I'm telling you, folks, if you get a divorce, it's the devil. If you stay together, it's shaking a glory. Mother Mary stuff. I promise you that. And whoever gets sick, it's a devil principality. Jesus is outnumbered and hurt in the pit of your stomach. If you feel your body enough, you'll catch these things communicating and acting on you. It's just like that Doctor Strange stuff, that energy he uses, those are astral projections. But I swear on my mother's soul, today I woke up. Usually I say, let me breathe. He lets me breathe. He's been blocking, posting up, and pressure points, hurting me bad, pushing health out of me, telling me, oh, do this, do that, stuff I would never do. I watch movies in my room when I'm off work, or I play with kids, or eat a little something. Instead, he brought me to this crackhead's house. And he says, oh, we brought you here. We had it years planned. And all she does is ask me for alcohol and stuff. And I'm like, lady, I've been thrown out of my house because my dad's wife's doing heroin and working for the devil. That's what she said. Oh, you talk to God. And I could tell she was working for him. Only the mentally strong could stay themselves when the devil tries to turn them. Because my sister Tam has the spirit of Lilith in her too. There are multiple people. Emily Rose, they were wondering what was wrong with Emily Rose and the exorcism of Emily Rose. It's her feelings. That's why it said at the end of the movie, it's within you what hurt her and killed her. It's her own feelings. Because she had the spirit of Lilith in her and she was going to church in Germany. That's why he had her licking up her piss off the floor. You're my wife from hell. Act like it. Instead of being a good Christian girl. I know it's weird to some people, but they could see I'm stressed out and worked up because I thought I could get rid of this thing in years by using patience and virtue and other things. He don't ever leave because he told me I'm a computer that's pretty much fixated in one spot. Like he can move if he wants, but I don't understand why I said the punishment you give me on earth is for the worst of the worst. And I said even the president wouldn't give them punishments like that. These guys who do really bad things get off clear street. The devil can torture them right away. Any guy who does something really bad to a kid or to women or other men, animals, he can hurt them instantly right away or not even have them do it. Instead, he lets it go on. It's very sad, disgusting stuff. I'm in shock because he promised, I'll leave you alone. I'll leave. And I said, well, leave. Thanks. you know? And he still sits there every day because he wants your attention. So if you get hit by a car, he feels good about himself. Or if you get hurt, he feels good about himself. Because Goddess Athena promised me you'll never go through what you went through again there. And he still sits there every day saying, I can talk to him, I'm touching him, like a little kid. But Goddess Athena came when I needed, because I said, if Jesus seen you guys talking and touching me in here, and he finally came after 3 years of it, and I'm like, you guys are going to leave me alone now. Instead, they all stayed. Jesus promised me 3 wishes. The devil took over and just made it all evil, bad stuff. Because the devil was the one who killed Jesus. He talked to him and said, do this for God, do that. And then he did it. And as soon as Jesus died, the devil was all happy. Because, it's bull crap. If you're a guy and wants sex deep down inside, it's going to hurt you when you die. You got to be like a woman, not even want sex because they've been through it so much in their life. When they're dead, they get touched a lot, women. For women to be stay-at-home moms, the devil had to hurt goddesses and molest them and stuff. So they sacrifice a lot for women to be stay-at-home moms. Stuff people take for granted every day. But nobody ever wants their lungs infested with suffocation, air asphyxiation, emphysema. I felt things I would have never felt in my life if he just left. And then this lady is very bad. I'm staying with. I go to church every Saturday and Sunday. All she does is drink and party, and I'm like, at least at my dad's, they don't drink and party like that. So I had somewhere happy. But it's like Mother Mary has been trying to give me. It's like because Mother Mary wants everyone to know in America, presidents, Congress, people who wouldn't let this stuff go on. Because if you got a special camera, they could detect astral projections. The United States military one time said, "What are these two circle things flying over our base and stopping, watching, moving around?" I said, "I know what that is. That's AI, artificial intelligence using demonic power to do recon work." It's disgusting. And Lilith, she suffers as much as it says in the Bible. Anyone they really do suffer like that in hell. And guess what? 90% of people go to hell, even more. It's crazy. There's a lot of demons on Earth. I can't find another angel. I've been searching for 5 years to find another person like me. Very bad. But this is just one video. I find some people interested. I'll calm down and tell them the story from beginning to end, and they can see what they believe.